My name's Mike Foster, the Entrepreneur's Mentor, and welcome to my latest snippet. My snippets are my thoughts to help you start, develop and grow your business. Now, the theme of this snippet is about focusing on the real numbers in your business. What do I mean by the real numbers? Well, I see too many businesses focusing on the numbers in their accounts. Income, for example, or the bottom line profit, or it might be a particular spend line in their accounts that they see each month through their management accounts or at year end or after their year end when their accountants produce them. But ultimately, the real numbers that drive your business are really around activity, and those numbers in your accounts, they're simply an outcome. So how do you improve the outcome, i.e. the income level or the profit margin? So I'm going to encourage you to think about the top 5 numbers in your business. What are the top 5 numbers in your business that you need to focus upon that drive the effectiveness, the success and the development of your business? Why do I encourage you to only think of 5? Well, it's 5 individually because I think more than 5, it can sometimes get a bit overwhelming, but also the 5 gives you a pure focus. That may be in a few months' time that it's a totally different 5 or a mix of some of the olds and some new, but 5 is always a good number to think about. So what are the numbers that matter to you most? What are the numbers that you need to focus upon? And these numbers will ultimately influence your key performance indicators and ultimately become your success drivers. Now, you may think, for example, that a key number for your business is the pounds in sales. Now, the real numbers are actually the drivers that achieve that outcome, as I was saying. So in a real basic model for sales, it's the number of customers times by how often they buy from you, times by how much they spend with you. And the number of customers will be influenced by activities such as lead generation, lead conversion, and your retention rate. And that's all influenced by your marketing, your sales, and your service. How often they buy from you will be again down to your marketing and the perception and what they're buying from you. And then in terms of how much they spend will be down to how much you charge and the quantity they buy. And again, the quantity you buy may be influenced by your marketing, but it would be more around your systems, your ability to upsell, and things like your bundling and packaging, for example. Now, again, if we just look at purely sales and we're not focused on the end result, the pound signs, what sort of drivers can we think about being key numbers in our business to focus upon? So, for example, could it be the number of new lead contacts that are added to your CRM database? Could it be the number of new referrals you receive each week or each month? Could it be the number of telephone calls you make or the number of meetings that you have? I encourage businesses that I work with to think about, where the dropout rate is. So, for example, if I need, let's say, 10 sales per month at a particular rate, then to get those 10 sales, what activity do I need? Do I need a particular number of proposals written? Do I need a particular number of face-to-face meetings before the proposal? And to get to those face-to-face meetings, do I need a number of leads generated, contacts made, for example? So it may be leads made, 50% become meetings. From the meetings, 75% become proposals. From the proposals, 7 out of 10 get converted into sales. And you can work the numbers backwards in terms of how many you need to generate. And the activity could be the number of leads that you need to generate. Now, conversion rate could be a success driver that you're measuring and you're modelling. It could be that you're thinking about your pipeline value, so that you know that if you have a pipeline at any given week or month, that's going to generate in the next month or so the level of sales that you require, rather than waiting to see if it happens. And ultimately, also then it's about perhaps measuring the number of leads, the number of sales, the number of products sold, etc., etc. Because I see this really often in forecasting. When you say to people, okay, let's forecast your business and say, well, what do you think you're going to do in turnover? They go, no, let's go 5,000 or 50,000 or 500,000. And ultimately, if that's how you forecast, next month, if you have or haven't achieved that, let's say you haven't achieved that number, what do? Do you just try again for the same number next month? However, if you have success drivers mapped in your business that you're modelling, you're focused upon, then you can go back to those. So, for example, if we say it's those 3 factors: number of customers, number of times they buy, how much they pay, then ultimately, if I've got a number for each of those three that makes up the big pound sign that I hope to see in my forecast, one of these hasn't happened if I didn't get that big number. Did I not sell to enough people? Did I discount too much and not get the price that I want? Or did they not buy as often as I thought they was going to do? So again, think about the relevant success drivers. Now, like I say, we've focused on sales there, but it could be sales, it could be operational excellence, it could be after sales service or customer service. Ultimately, many things that you do in your business will come back to a number. So, as I say, think about the top 5 numbers in your business, give them some focus, see how you can develop them, think about the activity that props up those numbers and make them happen. I hope this snippet's been as useful for you to help you think about the ways you start, develop and grow your business. If you like what I'm saying, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll get these snippets notified to you as and when I release them, and I hope I can carry on helping you thinking about ways to help you develop your business. Speak to you again soon.